When we were young, we went to the movies a lot. They were showing lots of war movies.
He asked me out, and I said yes.
I liked the airplanes best of all. That's when I ended up putting my wings on when I became an aviator. All the war machines, that seemed like the neatest one.
The time was 0940 on the morning of November 18th, 1965, when Lieutenant J.G. William Dean Sharp was about to have the most incredible naval adventure of his young life. By the end of the day, his plane was hit by 57mm anti-aircraft battery, and he could only hope that after ejecting, he would land in the Gulf of Tonkin, where he might stand a better chance of being rescued if he could avoid capture by a Vietnamese junk. Otherwise, on land, he could risk being captured by a Vietnamese citizen who could pull down a hefty bounty for an American airman. Eventually, he'd be picked up by one of these, an HUP-1 Retriever, and be brought back to this very ship, the USS Hornet. Truly, this was his day, and this is his story.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. This is Feedbag 108. Presently heading 095 inbound to channel 25. 53 miles out. I'm on fire.
Suddenly this pop, 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 boom, airplane exploded. Just catastrophic failure. You can see kind of the madhouse that those carriers are. It's busy all the time. Very difficult coordination of activities to produce what goes on there. Look how close they are to the fantail, as we call it, the ramp, the round down.
That guy's very close.
You're very limited in error on there, and striking that is certainly not what you want to have happen.
He especially has a hard time when it's 4th of July and there's fireworks and booms and sparks and so forth in the sky.
You can see where the airplane got hit, and apparently the projectile hit the wing and then exploded above because there's more damage on top of the wing. It's interesting now, I haven't reread this, but I have read parts of it, and there are names I've forgotten and names I will never forget, and things that happened that will last forever. So.
A major part you left out.
Yeah, I even recorded what happened when I got shot down.
You want to read that?
Okay. Thursday, November the 18th, 1965. Said I had a night force cap this morning. I got back aboard on the first pass. That's the first try at landing at 0240 in the morning. Later at 9 o'clock, I was supposed to be a spare for a photo escort hop. There was a minor strike scheduled at the same time with 2 F-8s acting as flak suppressors. One of the pilots overslept, so I went in his place. We went after some railroad cars and a storage area. The flak was extremely heavy. The A-Force made one run and departed. I circled around, made another run. As I was pulling off after this one, the other pilot called and said, "You're on fire." I immediately turned towards sea. I flew toward a destroyer until the thing started coming apart, and then ejected.
And so here we are setting. This plane has been refurbished as setting on the USS Hornet,
Right.
which is in Alameda, California, on display. It gives us a good opportunity to look at the plane and see where you were hit. You said that one of the shells came up through your cockpit.
Yeah, you can imagine me sitting up there with my legs up in this area, and whatever hit came up under the intake, went through there and then under the floor pan and wound up puncturing the canopy up there. And then another fragment or another shell hit and ruptured the liquid oxygen bottle, which is just behind the ejection seat on the right side there.
And then there was another shell that
the
hit
one that did the
fuel
lethal
line.
damage, yeah.
And where's the fuel tank in relationship to, you were
Well,
hit?
This is where the 20 millimeter guns are mounted, and so the ammo cans are just above that. And then behind there, this is the area where the main fuel cell is located.
And you were hit just behind that, you
Just
presume.
behind that, yeah, I think I was hit back in the main wheel well area back there is where the,
So you got hit in front of the fuel cell
and in back.
and in back.
Thank goodness for that, right?